Hello everybody, I just want to share with you Peter's trade log because it's so typical in trading, right? I mean, Mr. Murphy is coming around and shaking your hand, right? Till you have basically learned the lessons, until you are more relaxed and show self-compassion with what you do. So let's have a look at this trade log. I haven't talked with Peter, right? So I'm just looking at these trades and I'm thinking, okay, what most probably he was thinking and feeling when taking these trades, because he's got some good trades and some missed trades that developed as BigR winners. So let's have a look how that developed. Now this is an S1 long 1 minute trade, so not taken, right? Not taking. Let's see. Well, I can see the S1, right? We've got a big stop. We've got white space as part of the breakout activity. This is an oval sideways. This is an oval sideways. This is an oval sideways. This is nicely trending. You only get it to break even. It needs to break the high, right? And as well here we've got here white space. We've got here white space. Letting it go, rejecting it as he did, right? Not taking is the right decision. That's well trading. And what happened? Well, that was a big winner, right? Still, that was great trading, right? And it's a bit difficult because that triggers frustration, right? But still, you pat yourself on the shoulder. That was the right decision. That's great trading. It developed a bigger multiple. Well, that's difficult, right, to digest. But remind yourself to stay in acceptance level. So whatever winner or loss, even the missed opportunities, which are difficult, right? Just let it go. Come back to zero state. All right, so we've got a short S3 5 minutes, so there was a loss. That's the 5 minute trade. Yeah, very beautiful STB, very small bar, red with a rejection on the top in green light mode. This is a tradable, right? So this is the trade, and it got stopped out. This is S3. S3 is trading a tight stop, and you might get stopped out. Now frustration, typically, right? What you see is, I haven't talked with Peter, but typically, and I know it from myself, if this happens, well, you've one losing opportunity, then you've got another trade. This is a good trade, right? On a small bar. That's a stop out. Well, now you think, oh, I've lost. I didn't make a bigger multiple. Now I'm accumulating a loss. So frustration builds, right? Stress in the body builds, tension builds up. Now we've got another loss. So that's an S1 long. Let's see. Let's have a look at that. Okay. All right. So this is another one of those, right? A lot of white space, big stop. You cannot make it break even, breaking the high. But this looks very similar to the very first one that delivered a big arm multiple, right? So the thinking might here be, oh, I missed the big arm multiple, then I had a 1 hour loss. Well, this looks very similar like the other one that generated a big arm multiple. Well, let's take this. Well, the reason because 2 trades before it was a lucky winner, basically, big arm multiple winner, doesn't mean that this is going to be a lucky winner too, right? This is below average quality, and this is what happened, right? He didn't even get to the one, so that's even more painful now. So this is another loss, right? And it's a huge, it's a huge failure. Now the frustration levels skyrocket, right? Typically. And so now he's 2 hours down. He had a losing opportunity. He's thinking, oh, I should be up, right? Even with 2 losses in a row. Now I'm down 2 hours. So that's difficult, right? That's difficult to digest. I understand that. S1 short 1 minute not taking. Okay. Well, now he's scared, right? Basically. Now he's 2 hours down for the week. Now there's an M1 1 minute pattern, which is an S1. It's a nice S1, right? Good flatline and compression. Relative. Well, it's a tight stop. The stop is testing the 200. The stop goes on the other side of 200. Is well protected. The 21 is nicely tested here. We've got a bar squeeze between 8 and 21. Well, that's a fantastic TC1 trade. It's even in green light mode. This is kind of rolling over, and there's an opportunity to spike the 200. This is basically falling from top, so there's room to go to the 200. Yeah, the only negative might be here, right? That we meet resistance here at the bottom. This bar was testing. This is the wick, right? Testing the 200. So the game plan is to make this break even before before we hit this low, and this can easily be made break even. That's a trade I take, and it's a BigR winner, right? As it looks like. So frustration levels, right? I mean, typically what happens is if frustration builds up, things are happening in your life and trading that actually promote frustration, that even increases the frustration. I mean, trading is a perfect mirror, and you see that in relationships, right? If you're, I don't know, if I'm angry and with myself, and then something happens in my relationship sooner or later, right? It might be a couple of days later, or a week, 2 weeks later, that makes me even more angry. So somehow we attract our mental state and it gets promoted. Like with trading, you get instant feedback. You don't have to wait for a week or two. And that's basically for me as well. Oh, I'm just assuming here, right? Frustration levels had built up. He had seen that. He was shocked and in pain, 2 hours down for the week. He didn't take that, right, to not get another painful hit. And this is a BigR multiple. Well, it goes well beyond the 4R level. I mean, it's kind of funny, right? If you think how the human psychology works. But if you can see through it, right? If you can have a stance, a little bit a backed up stance, looking with zoomed out eyes on yourself and on your trading, well, then it's much easier to reach the acceptance level. And especially those of you, well, except Peter, who are looking from outside anyway, it might be a big help, right? And if you judge on your trading journal, well, try to look at your trading journal as of somebody else's. Well, this gives you this zoomed out view, and typically you have more compassion for others than for yourself, right? That's typical. So I think there's a lot of learning in this, right, for everybody. And he started great trading, right? The first 2 hours, so the first 2 trades were great trades, and then trading mistakes basically crippled in. So let's have a quick recap. It was good not to take this more BigR winner. Well, scrap it, right? Forget about it. Well, this an S3, that was a good trade. It was just a loss, right? Well, forget about it, basically. Now there's another 1R loss, S1. Well, this was not a good trade. So now trading mistakes are coming in, right? That's a below average pattern trade. So that's basically not tradable. And that's another, well, that's a big, that's a big pain. So now pain is building up. So now you basically want to stop trading, right? And he stopped trading, right? But he looked at the next trade, and it was a good R multiple. It was a good trade. He didn't take it, and BigR winner. So yeah, so he started well, and then frustration and tension build up. And when that happens, you're not in a good state anymore. You're not in a cool, calm, and confident state. Well, let's get some feedback from Peter if he wants on this video, and we see whether I was right in trying to figure out what he was thinking and feeling, or whether I was wrong. But this is what I see often, right, with you guys, and I know it for myself. Frustration promotes. You have to be very careful with frustration and pain. Step away from your trading desk, forget about it, digest whatever has happened, and come back with a fresh state, cool, calm, and confident. Great learning week, Peter.